Hello and welcome to Spoilers.
It's spoiler alert department today on What the Flip. We're going to talk about Midnight in Paris. If you'll notice from the clips and all the official description of the film, it is intentionally very vague as to what happens to Owen Wilson night after night when he's wandering the streets of Paris by himself. Alonso, please tell them.
After midnight, a mysterious car appears and picks Owen Wilson up and deposits him in 1920s Paris, which Wilson has always sort of dreamed of, and so he's hanging out with, Ernest Hemingway, who is very charmingly played by Corey Stoll from Law and Order Los Angeles.
He steals the whole thing.
He's hysterically funny.
He's so great.
Kathy Bates is Gertrude Stein, F. Scott Fitzgerald and Zelda, Cole Porter, T.S. Eliot, like all these sort of giants of the arts, and it really inspires him to go back to his novel and start writing. But he also falls in love with Marion Cotillard, who plays a fashion designer who is a mistress to Picasso and to
Braque as well.
And they mention a couple of artists that she had slept with, Modigliani. And she, of course, longs for the Paris of the Belle Epoque. And so they wind up somehow traveling from the 20s back to the 1890s, where they meet Toulouse-Lautrec. And those guys are then wishing that they had been in the Renaissance. So this movie's all about how, a lot of people are never quite satisfied with the era they're in. And even if you're in an era that is later considered, this apex of art and literature and culture, whatever, the people at that time thought that they were living in a horrible time and that all the good stuff had happened previously.
Yeah, it's a very clever conceit. It is kind of like an artsy version of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, because it's like they're so great,
crossed with the moderns.
Right, there's Napoleon, Wet and Wild, but it's so funny and so cheeky, and like the versions of these people are sort of the versions we would imagine them to be. They're almost like self-parody. So
the boozy Zelda Fitzgerald.
And Alison Pill is totally great. She steals all her scenes. But the guy who plays Hemingway, Corey Stoll, we need to remember his name, does a very kind of tongue-in-cheek version of just the short declarative sentences like, I wrote the book. It was a good book. And
everything's about truth and honor and honesty and passion. And, my favorite line of the whole film is when he asks Owen Wilson, do you ever hunt? And Wilson says, only for bargains.
Right. And that's Woody Allen speaking right there. So, I had a blast. And Marion Cotillard is beautiful and lighted beautifully. And you can totally imagine that all these fantastically powerful men would fall for her.
Yes.
You can see why Owen Wilson would, too. It makes things very awkward with Rachel McAdams, who is his fiancée. You kind of wish that he could stay in the 20s. Like, you're kind of giddy along with him when you're waiting for the car to come night after night.
It's sort of like, do you know that Woody Allen short story, The Kugelmass episode, about the guy who has the affair with Madame Bovary?
Yes.
It reminded me of that. It almost kind of made me wish that Woody would make a movie of that, because it's a really funny story, and it sort of deals with the same things about sort of longing for the past and not coping with the present, so it's so charming, this movie, and so affirming of not just for the audience's sake of wanting to kind of live their lives more fully, but it's affirming that Woody Allen can still make these movies that are smart and funny and well acted and really work together so well, because he's made some real stink pots lately.
Well, we make a movie every year.
Yeah, I guess.
You're going to be
it's
kind of hit and miss. This reminded me also very much of Purple Rose of Cairo.
Yes,
that this very surreal kind of mixture of fact and fiction occurs, but everyone just sort of buys it. Like, of course Jeff Daniels can just step off of the screen and live in our lives. And
the movie isn't about that. It's about sort of the larger implications of it, or just how those people react when they're in a different place. But the actual mechanics, nobody really cares.
Totally. It's like, of course you're going to come party with Zelda. Anyway, so we loved it, so please go check it out. And thanks for watching our little extra here, and have a good day. Take care.